A early version of the Overwatch competitive game mode is going on in the public test realms provided by Blizzard, but as we expect, since it is kind of a beta build, there are a lot of issues. I will be going over those in this video. What's up guys, Bone here, and if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Overwatch, and I've been playing the fucking shit out of it. It's such a good game, but since it is a very early release, there are minor bugs and balancing issues. Now, if you want to get to the public test realms and do that, what you do on screen is just click that region account thing and change it to public test realms. It didn't pick up the menu that came up. But the game mode you're seeing is actually one of the ones that I have the most complaints about, but it was actually a really good game, very challenging, but overall a very entertaining one, to say the least. So, let's get into this whole, not rant, but complaint fest, or just issues I've found with the public test realms version of Overwatch. Now, if you do play Overwatch regularly, you do know that there is a major issue with lack of communication. Now, this does stem from the fact that a lot of people who play Overwatch now are actually from the League of Legends and World of Warcraft community, or basically your top-down MOBA, where there was very little required communication to do an effective job as a team. Now, some people like to argue, oh, Overwatch, you don't really do team play because you kind of go off as your own hero and do your own thing. No, that's completely incorrect. Retaking points, the reason this game actually we won, is we'd retake the point as a team and we'd coordinate. Even though I was the only one in voice comms, we were able to coordinate very effectively, even with one person calling out shit. And so that kind of shows that even one person having a microphone is good, but it's even better if everyone has a microphone. But that's another issue. But anyway, so communication in Overwatch is necessitative. If you've ever played Counter-Strike, you would know having a team with no communication is probably the death sentence to a game. You know you probably won't win because chances are you're just going to get killed over and over and over because nobody's going to call out, hey, there's a guy on long B with an op. So, that's my first complaint. My second complaint is the balancing issue on the turret game modes or not the turret game modes, but the payload game mode, where you attack point A and then you unlock the payload and move that to point B. Now, the issue with that is that I've run into it a couple times in competitive, is where you have a Bastion, a Reinhardt, and a Mercy on the payload. Reinhardt protects the Bastion and Mercy. Bastion mows down everything in its path, and Mercy provides the damage multiplier and healing to Bastion and Reinhardt, meaning that basically it's an almost unstoppable thing that you have to deal with, and if you can't deal with it, well, you're gonna lose. Now, I see this more oftenly in casual, but it is a very effective strat, mainly due to the fact that it's very hard to counter. You have to have very good communication in your team, especially if the other team is communicating, sending the other members around trying to get everyone on the flanks so nobody can take out their little golden goose on the payload. So, I think there should be something done about that. Now, it is manageable if your team has communication, but like I said, there is a lack of communication in Overwatch. So, moving on to the next thing, I guess, would be the game mode, like this one, having too few objectives to take. Now you're saying, oh, there's 3, what's the issue? Well, the competitive game mode goes to 5 points max. So in order to win, you have to have 3 out of 5 points. And that will be an issue because you play the same point over 2-3 times. And that is 1, not very fun, and 2, kind of unfair to teams that did not deal well with one of the objectives. For example, C point. My team was not able to take this one over at all. We lost both of the rounds on this point that you see right now. And the reason is it just didn't fit our gameplay style. Now, if I had a team, we'd be able to probably work it out better, but in the long run, we lost both of these, giving us a slight disadvantage. But when it comes down to how it actually ended up, we were actually able to win because we won both of the pagoda rounds because we had very good ones. And not this pagoda, the other one that you saw, like, that was the first round. Now, this one, I think we did win, but the point behind this is it's just unfair to some teams that end up actually not winning the 1 point because they just doesn't work with their team or their gameplay style or whatever. Now, Overwatch, yes, you do have the ability to change your hero mid-game to fit the current situation, but really, it's not done that often, and it's kind of an aggravating thing to deal with. So we need to add more points into this. Now, I think, or I hope, that Blizzard developers will be doing this, but as of right now, I do not have an idea if they will be doing it, because they really haven't said anything. Now, I do commend Jeff Kaplan for being so open in the forums and on the forums to everyone who's wanting to know what's going on with development. He's talking about new heroes they're working on, new maps and stuff. And I do really appreciate this openness he's being with us. It's being very effective with us, and it's just helping us out and understand kind of what's going on. Now, he does say that there is going to be things that he's going to talk about and that won't make it into the game due to balancing issues. And we do understand that. And I'm not going to call him out and say, hey, this didn't get in. I was looking forward to that. Yeah, if he's being this open, you have to understand that not everything is going to make it into the final cut. So let's just leave it that thing at that. But then the last issue I really want to discuss before I wrap this video up is the issue with abandoning. Now, it does give you a 30-second period you can abandon if you do have someone abandon mid-game. And in that 30 seconds, it will not affect your elo, it will not affect your skill level, but it feels kind of rotten to just leave your team because someone left. And nobody but that one guy in that one game I had so far left. All the rest of the 5 people stayed. And that kind of was a little annoying because we ended up losing miserably because we were down a person, and since we all respawn, they don't have an AI system in there for bots that will be in the competitive game mode. Now, I do think that's alright. I'm not talking trash on Blizzard for saying, hey, you need to have AI that need to cover for our back of our lost player who was an asshole and abandoned. So, I really don't know really what to do on this thing, but it is going to be an issue, and I think that as more and more people start to hear less about competitive because of lack of communication, it will be a larger issue. But that's pretty much all I have for the rant today. I hope you guys do enjoy these kind of, not really rants, but a intelligent argument, I would like to call it, but probably what I'm saying is probably just rambling and not really backed up by any evidence. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please drop a like. And also, YouTube unsubscribed a bunch of people from a lot of channels, including mine. I lost 5 subscribers today, and it's not because, oh, someone unsubscribed me. No, it's because people actually, or YouTube unsubscribed a bunch of active people from a lot of channels. So anyway, guys, if you were unsubscribed, please resubscribe if you want to, and drop a like if you did enjoy this video, and if you did not for some odd reason, drop a dislike, and put in the comments below what you think about the issue with competitive and what your complaints and concerns about of the competitive game mode. Now, this is a early version in the public test realms, so it will be changed slightly before they actually implement it in the full version of the non-public test realms, but I'd like to hear your opinions on this lack of communication and all these other issues I've discussed. Anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be doing a CSGO giveaway soon. It's going to be delayed since I did leave DA and cut some ties with people there due to I deemed them not really the right people to do a giveaway with. So I will get back to you guys fairly soon with giveaway details. I'm also redoing my CSGO inventory, so I'll get you guys a good gun, Aquamarine Revenge AK or something, not something cheap, like Aquamarine Revenges aren't that cheap. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this again. Happy gaming, and I will see you guys in the next one.